All right, we just finished up. We have some tape, obviously throughout. We already identified those nail pops. As you can see, your that little wasp thing is gone. Um, so anyway, as we go in the house, here's your nice wood floors now. Um, I'll go this way first. So we have identified a few things on the door, just minor, some cleanup stuff. There's tape down there. The seam up in the corner. Coming down the hall, we'll go towards the front bedroom. We got some grout that needs to be put in down here. Some paint touch up on the bathroom door. And this bathroom door needs adjusting because it won't stay open all the way. It closes by itself. And you'll see that on the report. Caulking around the backsplash. There's a little touch up that needs to be in that corner, so I have that arrow there. Little touch up. You don't see it, but there's a little spot there. Little few areas where it needs a little bit of paint. In here, I don't believe there's anything except for behind the door. Yeah, there's an area right here where we need some paint. And then there's a little, you can barely see it, but there's a little spot on the back of the door right there that needs some paint. So we are going to address this door. Little touch-ups on the corner right across from the laundry room. And paint touch-up there. Touch-up and a little clean down the corner. Same with right there. This door needs a little touch-up on the bottom. And you can't even really tell it, but there's a little spot up there that needs some paint on it. So here's the front bedroom. Little sheetrock work at the bottom. Green is sheetrock, blue is paint touch-ups, and red is everything else. So they got these doors hung, but these doors need to be painted. Well, they've been painted, they need to be touched up. So that's what that is. Other than that, this room actually was not too bad. The room where people aren't in very much, this one and the other bedroom in the front, don't need much work, but there's a little touch up on that corner. And then right in the middle of the wall, right above the outlets. Nothing behind the door. So then you come down. This mud bench needs to be re-sanded and repainted. It's a little rough. There's a little tiny ding, touch-up ding that needs to be addressed. Going into this front room. Like I said, there wasn't much in here. There's just one area right here. Let me put this back up. Where they missed some paint. They got texture on it. They trimmed it all the way in here, but this area out here is missing paint. As a matter of fact, now that the sun's coming in here, they need to paint this side too. So I'm gonna move one of those pieces of tape over. But other than that, this room had no issues other than the seam up at the top. Before I forget, let me just get this done now. Okay. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. Up above, a couple touch-ups in the laundry room. They're gonna fix that exterior right there, either caulk it or trim it out. Need a little bit of paint there. Same with that, and up on the seam, got a little tiny spot right here on the corner that needs addressed. You got to replace that little piece down at the bottom down here in the corner across from, right by the shelving. There's an area where they've textured, but it needs paint. And that's it for the laundry room. There's a piece, we're right in the entry now. As you can see, there's the kitchen. There's a little area down there that has a little line that needs to be touched up with paint. We're gonna try to see if they can recess those out by the switches so that thing sits a little more flush. Little paint touch up on the bottom down there. On this side, little tiny hole on the side of the outlet needs to be addressed. Red for cleanup, there's a little bit of overspray, and then the blues for paint. And here around the cabinets, those are just all the reds for the cabinet guy, so, and the blues for touch-up paint. There's some caulk down there that just needs to be cleaned up. A few little marks on the cabinets, marks on the edge of this one underneath the stove. Same with this one. Oh, this one needs adjusting. I did talk to him about that, so. All the countertops need to be buffed out. They're just not scratches, they're just little marks on them that I've already got them out of there just by rubbing. There's a little area right here to the left of the stove down below. You can see areas where it needs to be touched up. So this drawer has a little ding on the corner, and it's just to the right of the stovetop. This one has a little ding on the sides in the corner. This one has a little ding on it. It's not even really noticeable, but hey, I noticed it. And in the corner, there's a little tiny mark right above the tape. I don't know if they can do anything with that. It looks like it's a knot, but I'll just have them look at it. A little tiny speckle right there. Same with these drawers here. A couple little spots here, and that's the shelf that needs to be hung. You can see it sitting down there. The pins are in. We probably could have did it ourselves, but I'll let them do it. Here, they're gonna put a trim piece down here in the corner. So they'll get that done. A few more little spots on the cabinet. Here on the, just for the garbage pull out. Around the island, there's a couple little touch-up paint spots on here. The pantry, one little tiny touch-up right there. A couple little areas to clean up on the door. Other than that, just some caulking in the pantry. Same with that, fix that up so it sits flush. Same here, flush, little spot. We're going towards the master now. Another little spot right here. So here we are in the master. We did address the difference in height over there, so they're gonna look into it. Touch up on the door. Another seam up there. Little touch-up areas for paint. A little tiny hole to be addressed. Other than that, we got a couple little spots for paint right there, one over here, and one just to the left of the entry into the bathroom. There's another one of those little holes that we're gonna ask them about. Bathroom, got a little tiny ding right there. All this caulking on the backsplash needs to be addressed. I don't know, a little touch-up paint, maybe a little caulk in that corner. Down below this first sink, they got to put a trim piece right there that's missing. And then back in the corner on the other side, there's some caulk in the back corner that's missing. So this second sink closest to the closet, this one has a little hitch in it. So we need to address that. Master closet, just some touch-up paint. Those areas at the end right there, they absorb the paint like crazy, and so they're gonna see what they can do to address that. Little spot up on the top, unless you're standing right underneath it, you don't even see it, but I thought, what the heck. Little caulk in the corner there. We addressed the side edges again. The rough edges down the bottom too. Over here. We got a couple spots down there that need some paint. Touch up. Again, those edges, another touch up. In the bathroom, or in the master closet. And then the seams. Missing a screw. Center of the closet going in, or the door going into the closet in the master. This door has some rough edges, so that's why you see all that tape, just so that they can identify all the edges. Another little touch up there. Other than that, that was it. So in the shower, there's some paint. That white stuff right there is all paint. It's on there on that side, and then over on this side up higher. Then just some cleanup on these hinges, and there's a line going across right there that needs to be repainted. It's just I don't know, must have been when they had them leaning up against something. So going out of the master into the front room. So everything was good here. Got a little touch up on this corner. Another little touch up here. Clean out that little bit of that, what is it called? Like the mortar. Same here with that edge. Get that cleaned up. Just to the right corner of the fireplace, that little corner piece has like 3 lines in it, so they just got to do something to clean it up. Here's the area where the trim sits up a little bit high. I'm not sure what they can do with it, but we identified it. Your bent screen, seams, some more touch up in that corner. A little clean down below the window. A little touch-up paint just right up there. You can barely even see it, but if you stand back, or you stand close to it, you can see it. When you stand back, you don't even see it. This whole area right here, it's missing the texture, so we put both sheetrock and paint on that one. Just a little touch up in that little corner of the 3rd window. And then some more touch ups. A little clean. And then you have some clean, caulking a little bit high right here. And then paint caulk on that side. So that's everything on the interior. I will take a picture or take a video of the outside.